Marketing. You're gonna see Nvidia say 2 times faster in some random shit, like they always do, especially if you go by what that German dude said earlier. Double FP maximum pipe dick measure. Like, okay, cool, Nvidia, you got that. AMD is gonna be like 2 times faster in 4K because of that the new design that they have. We've hit a point now in general with hardware where they're like we're becoming goalless, if that makes sense. So we don't even need faster GPUs, dude. It depends on what your goal is again, right? So let's start with 1080p monitors, right? Right now, the peak gaming monitor is 390 hertz and 1080p, right? So let's take the games that play with this monitor, right? I guess Overwatch does have a 400 FPS cap, so you can throw that in there, right? Overwatch, Valorant, CSGO. Just those 3 games. And if you have a 360 hertz or 240 hertz, you're fine too, right? Now, let's say at Computex they announce a 460 hertz, right? 460 hertz. Let's say they announce this at Computex. Overwatch is out because there's a 400 FPS cap. Apex has a 300 FPS cap. Warzone, you're not getting over 300 no matter what anyway. Any other shooter that I'm missing here, right? So now you're down to only these 2 games being 460 hertz viable, right? Okay, let's say you're a fucking CSGO or Valorant god, okay, and you're in an actual competition of that shit, right? Rocket League, you don't need this fucking. It's not a shooter, dude. You know what I'm saying? There's diminishing returns in Rocket League with that shit, right? So you're down to 2 games, right? That's it. You've hit the peak of there's no goal anymore, right? Even buying, like, let's say you already have a 390 hertz, you're maxing out Overwatch. There's only 10 FPS more than you can actually G-Sync up, right? This is a 400 FPS cap game. So you go 1440p, right? Now, the top one is 270 hertz, I think, right? Now this, and it's still fucking 27 inches though. God damn, dude. It's just, if you jive with that, sure, but I don't jive with that shit, right? Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Or, you know, do you even need any of this shit if you're bronze, right? That's a whole different topic though, right? If, like, should you even be buying anything if you're bronze? No, I would argue no, right? This, like, what are you doing? The hardware is not the problem, right? So 270 hertz, 1440p, right? This is a main Warzone monitor, right? That's like the main, because you can kind of get like 240 FPS and 1440p. It's achievable, right? So you can do that, and then you got the other games here, right? So you add Warzone to the mix. So let's say Computex comes out. They announce, I think they are announcing a 1440p 360 hertz. Fucking 27 inches again though, right? You take Warzone out of the equation, right? Now you're back to these 3 games, right? And then after that, so 1440p 360 hertz, that's it. I think 360 hertz is kind of like the main game cap, right? For now, like anything beyond that is totally pointless, right? Never mind, dude. In order to run this, even in like Overwatch, you would need like a 4090, dude. That is a shit ton of horsepower to run that. That is an insane fucking amount of horsepower, dude. Yeah, that's like trying to run that shit is insane, right? I like 25-inch monitor size, man. I can't be playing on this 27-inch shit. I have a 27-inch monitor right here, and once in a while, it's 165 hertz though, but once in a while I try and go play a game on it. I'm like, I can't play on this thing, dude. It's massive. It's a fucking Goliath on a desk, dude. Literally. It's like a Titan. Like, I can't, dude, I can't watch this shit. I can't play on a 27-inch monitor, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know how people do it. The G7 maybe, because it has a nice curve on it, right? The G7 maybe I can maybe play on that shit, right? Anyway, so when we hit this point, we've peaked on monitors. That's it. So 1080p 460 or 1440p 360 monitors are finished. So then let's say all this shit gets announced at Computex, right? We're done with monitors. Now, CPU that can drive this. We already have it. Except in Warzone. In Warzone, you might need like a 13900K to get like 360 FPS. But even then, man, 300. Here's another test for you, right? So go to Warzone, right? Lock your frames at like 275 and like ocean view shit. Who cares? Rebirth, right? Lock it at like 275, right? Then unlock it, go to like 360. You can't notice a difference in that game. Like that, like the engine in that game doesn't really scale like Overwatch or Counter-Strike do. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a weird non-scaling engine. So once you hit 300 in that game, you're fucking done, dude. You don't need any more than that shit, right? So 1200K can drive that FPS in all these other games, right? So CPU, I wonder what AMD and Intel are going to do when we hit that point. Like let's say Zen 5 comes out, right? Zen 5 and like the 6900K, whatever the fuck it is, right? What if these CPUs do 500 FPS out of the box with zero tuning? Where do you go from there? I'm not talking about our perspective. I'm talking about a CPU manufacturing perspective. Where do they go from there? That's it. Like, guys, we're releasing the 19900K. I don't care. I'm still on my 10900K getting just fine frames, right? Like where do they go? You know what I'm saying? So let's take the GPU front, for example, too, right? Yeah, the only thing that these releases improve is the low end, I feel like, right? So like every generation that you go up, the low end gets better and better and better. The high end, though, we're already maxing our games out. So it's kind of unexciting for us a little bit, right? I'm not that excited about new hardware at all, dude. Like, dude, I'm playing Apex Legends on a 2080 Ti. Right, yeah, like 2080 Ti, dude, I don't give a shit. It works just fine for what I need to play it with, right? I might as well mine with my other fucking cards. I could play on like a 9900K and a 2080 Ti purely competitively, dude. I could play at the highest level of competition with 4 generation old hardware, dude. It's like I'm not that excited about this shit, to be honest. Like, where do we go from here, right? Like, what's the goal? That's what so the moral of this whole stream is where is these goals coming from, right? So I also know that I kind of have a unique perspective on that because I actually play fucking games, right? A lot of people that are into hardware are interested in hardware for the hardware, right? I like the architecture. Who's gonna win? What are the benchmarks? What's gonna happen, right? I was never into that shit, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, this new graphics card's coming out. That gets the same frame rate as my 2080 Ti from 4 years ago. Cool. Like, okay, like I'm good, right? So let's talk about Nvidia's graphics cards. So this is the latest rumor that I've heard. The 4090 is coming out first. Or announced, I should say, announced at Computex. Announced Computex, right? And this one only has 122 SMs, I believe. 144 SM is the 4090 Ti, right? This one's not going to come out for a while, so don't worry about this one right now. But the 122 SM is going to come out quickly. So let's do some math on this one, because math never lies, right? We got 84 SM on the 3090 Ti, right? So 122 divided by 84. That's a 45% increase? Is it actually? Holy shit. That's still quite good. Yeah, oh yeah, 45% increase. So 45% more SM. Yeah, that's really good. Now clock speed. Bandwidth is the same. So bandwidth is not going up. So for you crypto miners out there, this isn't gonna do shit for you. It might do some shit on alternate coins like Flux and Ergo, the more core coins, but memory bandwidth heavy coins, the exact same shit. So bandwidth is the same. Cache is going up quite a lot though. So let's say, and clock speed. Let's say AMD graphics cards are going to 2700. Let's say 500 megahertz increase. 2700 divided by 2200. 23% clock speed. Now, how do you guys figure that would scale? I would say this is overclocked, by the way. I would say like 25% OOB out of the box and 40% OC over 3090 Ti. That's kind of how I would put it there. Yeah, the pricing, we don't fucking know, dude. I have no idea about the pricing. This one is basically the same thing, except 144 divided by... You have a 71% SM increase. And then 23% clock speed. Clock SM. Right? And then... that one would be like 60%. That makes perfect sense. Because the TIs used to be 20% over the non-TI variant. It was always been that way. 980 Ti over 980, 20%. 1080 Ti over 1080, 20%. 2080 Ti over 2080, 20%, right? The 3090 Ti was the exception there. That's the fucking shit show. But if they go back to this model, 20%. I think this is my prediction here. I don't know how you guys want to math that out. I think that's what you're going to see, right? Now, what the marketing slides say is a whole different story, right? Let me catch you up here. Like, they're not going to give it to you. It doesn't people have to get total performance out of their heads, right? It doesn't matter. Like let's say there was let's say in theory, right? In theory, the perfect 102 die is 240 SM. The perfect 102 die is 240. If they give you 100 of it and charge you $1,500, hardware enthusiasts in their mind, they're like, oh man, this generation is fucking 3 times faster. Yeah, but you're only getting this at $1,500. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the spec sheet says. You're gonna get charged $1,500 and you're gonna get 20%. That's what's gonna happen. If they have higher end ones, they will move those to a higher end price point. That's just the way it is. Because why would they not do that? You know what I'm saying? There's no incentive for that shit. AMD's the exact, dude, AMD's gonna do the exact same shit. If people think that AMD is gonna give you twice as fast for the same money, they're out of their fucking minds, dude. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, dude. Like, it's not gonna happen. They're gonna be like, look what AMD's doing now, dude. They have a Navi 21 die. The 6800. What's the MSRP on this? What, $400? $500 MSRP on this shit? Right? They have a 6900 XTX HZ BZDVV, right? It's the exact same die, but they're charging you twice as much, dude. Twice as much for the same die. They're doing the exact same shit, dude. It doesn't matter what the die is capable of. It matters how much they're charging you for what cut down version you're getting, right? 4099 Ti. They could call it anything, dude. They could just call it like a 4900 Ti, a 5090 Ti. They'll just make a new bracket, dude. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it doesn't matter about the architecture either. It doesn't matter about the art, dude. It doesn't. Ampere, dude. What did they do with Ampere? They're like double FP32. The IPC in gaming was 10%, dude. Less than that. Doesn't fucking matter. They're going to give you 20% at the same price. Maybe 30. I don't care about architectures, dude. I never cared about architectures. I'm a gamer. I'm not a hardware nerd, right? That Tyus exactly has it, dude. The better they make their architecture, the smaller die they can charge you for. That's all that is, dude. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So like if the 4090 Ti is $5,000, dude, let's say it's $6,000. Is that a real product? I'm not buying. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? $6,000? Dude, that's like a car. Like, no. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter that this has FP 1 million with fucking dual XCP 64-bit fucking RTX BB. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, dude. It's $6,000. They lost me at 6,000. I don't give a shit, dude. It's over. I don't care about the fucking architecture. Cool. It's like some hardware nerd is like, but Jufus, did you know that this new architecture has all these FP millions? Like, I don't care, bro. $6,000. What's the goal? What's the goal? My goal is not to know about architectures. My goal is to max out a fucking game that I play. What game do I play? What do I need to max it out? I don't care about architecture. I don't care about chiplets. I don't care about fucking monolithic. I don't care about fucking how they do the scheduling. I don't care about infinity cache. I don't care about bandwidth. I don't fucking care about nothing, dude. What product at what price point maxes out the game I'm playing? I just know about architectures because I watch a lot of like Moore's Law is Dead and stuff like that, right? So, but dude, I could forget about architectures tomorrow and my life wouldn't change at all. I don't care, dude. Because knowing about architectures doesn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you take an XOC hardware nerd, right? And they know the ins and outs of the architecture. They know every single fucking FP pipeline that's in that architecture. They know how the fucking GPU schedules every single instruction. They know they have die shots of the instruction fucking schedulers. But then what? So there's always what's the goal, and then what? That's it, dude. There's nothing there. And then what? Are you a game software developer that needs to know this shit to schedule your game pipeline properly for the new architecture? Probably not. Not if you're in my Twitch, right? Are you do you work at AMD and you get to see how the competition is doing their architecture? Probably not if you're in my Twitch, right? So those two examples are the only people that need to know that shit, dude. Otherwise, you're just doing it for a hobby. In which case, there's no point in arguing about it. It's just a hobby, right? So if you enjoy researching architectures, but then you go debate about it online, you're way too in it, dude. You don't have a goal. There's no goal there. You know what I'm saying? And then what? That's it. You're like, and then you know what it is after and then what? As soon as this product releases, it's old news. Now you're back to the leaking channels looking at what's the next and then what? Because you're in this perpetual loop of fucking boredom. It's boring, dude. Like, snap out of it. Trust me. Yeah, you don't need bad events. Just have a kid. And then what happens when you have a child is your parental instincts make it so you have to protect that child. It's your spawn, right? Like your child, you need to protect it from killing itself. You need to protect it from others hurting it. You need to feed it. You need to do whatever you have to do to make sure that child succeeds now, right? It's another way of gaining perspective, right? All of a sudden, that FP pipeline doesn't really matter. Your kid sticking a fork in a fucking electrical socket matters a little bit more, right? Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. I need to get a bottle of water and take a piss here. AMD GPUs. So here is so apparently, what do they say? 16,000 shaders. I don't even know, dude. Let's just say what the 2.5x what's Navi 80, right? So this is gonna be 96, right? Whatever the hell it is. So where the fuck did this where the hell did this 200 SM or 200 CU leak come from? There's only one core chiplet. So how can that be 2.5 times faster? Where are these fucking leaks coming from? Anyway, regardless. My point that I wanted to make, is still the same, right? So even then, let's see that you have all this shit, right? These 6 different memory controllers on the end, 64-bit bus each. That means you got 64, 128. 64 times 6. Oh yeah, so one depends how much RAM are they going to be using here. So one memory chip per. These aren't the memory chips themselves, are they? 64 megs. Oh, they are. No, that's L3 cache. Oh, so this is the cache on the outside? Oh, that's even more of a clusterfuck. L3. So where's the Infinity Fabric? Oh, I guess this is the Infinity Fabric. It's like a chiplet fabric. I guess they had to do it this way because there's just way too much of it. That makes sense, right? And then you have a memory chip over here. G6X, right? G6. Over here. Over here. Got one here, one here, one here. G6. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. G6. Dude, I'm like dyslexic when it comes to fucking paint, dude. Seriously. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Then you got one here, okay? Christ almighty. So, G6. G6. Okay, so how is this gonna work for gaming, dude? Look, imagine the lag on that shit. Seriously, that's gonna be fucking ridiculous, dude. So the point that I was trying to make is still sense. Let's say you're playing in 1080p. Okay, you're trying to push 300 plus FPS. Now, oh, maybe it'll fit in the cache though, but I doubt it. It didn't really. You can't really compare Navi 21's Infinity Fabric to Navi 31's if it's a chiplet style, right? Dude, there's always got to be a red penis, right? So anyway, long story short, all this chiplet shit, I think you're gonna have like, you know, okay, hang on. I know I'm pretty scatterbrained right now. Okay, do you know how the tech tubers always show 4K numbers at the high end? That's so you're gonna see AMD dominate in 4K numbers, except with 96 CU. That makes no sense. They need two of these bitches, right? But you're gonna see that shit dominate in 4K because lag doesn't really matter in 4K, right? Same reason like Zen 2 doesn't really matter in 4K, right? That FP32 shit that Nvidia did doesn't work in 1080p. It does in 4K. A lot of things scale much better in 4K when the frame render times are much slower and the thing has time to speed up, right? So let's say this is gonna work really well in 4K. 1440p will be meh. Okay. And then 1080p will be like weird frame cap. Like if you like, let's say the first test that I'll do on this one, go to the CSGO benchmark, right? You know how like the 3090 gets like 1300 FPS in that game? You'll see some weird frame cap with this GPU in that game. You will, dude. You'll see some weird shit. Because, dude, I don't care how AMD does it. Chiplets suck. Period. Chiplets fucking suck, dude. Chiplets just have lag associated with them. They just are. You have to always wait for it to cross the fabric and then come back and shit. You always have weird frame dips, or maybe that will be the problem, right? Maybe you'll have like, that could be the exact actual thing. Let's say you're playing in 1080p and the game does fit in the cache. Let's say CSGO does, right? You have like 10,000 FPS. Let's say you go play Warzone and you go look at the water wrong in a certain angle, you know what I mean? Or you look at a tree the wrong way. Oh shit. It's like, here are your frames. Bam. Like a fucking brick wall. Has to go out to memory. Ah, fuck. No, and then we go back up, dude. It's like the worst. Chiplets provide the worst gaming experience ever, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. But we'll see. We'll see. It may be. Maybe it does so well in 4K, though, that you just kind of, again, back to what we were saying at the beginning of the stream here. You have a 1080p or 1440p esports card, and then you have your 4K monster card, right? Maybe that's what this is, which would be a good use case for it. Nothing wrong with that, right? You buy your Navi 31 card and you just use that, because the AMD drivers, yeah, but who cares what the fanboys say, dude? Just, it's the right tool for the job. Who gives a shit, right? the AMD drivers do work very well in single player games, right? So who gives a shit? So if they're designing an entire graphics card for 4K single player games, I'm all for it. I think that's good. Then leave esports to Nvidia cards, right? That's where they do better anyway. Like, I don't think, and all like the G-Sync modules and all these monitors and all this shit, I don't think AMD can catch up on the esports scene anymore. I think that's over, you know what I mean? But like LG, like an LG OLED doesn't really have an affiliation with any company, right? So you can throw a Navi monstrosity with chiplets and all this shit, play it on your TV where it doesn't really care, and I think you'll be good to go. We'll see how this works out, but I think that's my prediction. You're gonna have some weird shit in 1080p. Not so this is gonna be it, right? Not for esports, good for 4K. The problem with the 6900 XT was there was no goal with that card. Loses in 4K. Horrid FPS frame times in esports. So like, this card should have been the esports king because the infinity cache is monolithic. Everything about this card says that it should have been an esports god, but their drivers fucked it up. The drivers ruined it, right? So maybe the next card, if they just like, fuck this esports shit, let's just focus on single player Tomb Raider shit, I think we might have a winner on our hands. Maybe for that shit. We'll see, but I wouldn't be buying that shit for esports though, if you're an esports player, right? Hard penis, I don't know, dude. It's like, they don't look as cool, man. It's kind of on the like I don't want to draw hard penises, dude. That's not funny. It's more like, it's more homosexual, right? Like that's not what the fuck? Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Hang on. Like, it's not like something I'm down with. I don't want this in my ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just not down, dude. I'm not down. I don't know. I'd rather just do the flaccid ones. You know what I mean? I might just do them, dude. It's so funny. People like, dude, the hardware people are gonna come in. He's like, why are there 3 fucking dicks on this shit? Marketing. You're gonna see Nvidia say 2 times faster in some random shit, like they always do. Especially if you go by what that German dude said earlier. Fucking double FP maximum pipe dick measure. Like, okay, cool, Nvidia, you got that. AMD is gonna be like 2 times faster in 4K because of that the new design that they have, or 2 times faster in RT, 4K RT, something like that. That's what you're gonna see on Monday in the keynotes. And then Intel, I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think Intel is gonna mention ARC GPUs at all. That's just a huge fucking failure. Will they mention 13th gen? Maybe. I don't know. I have no clue what Intel is gonna announce, to be honest. I'm not really interested in any Intel products anyway, right? So whatever. And then I'm gonna post the eCore streaming content, which is probably going to be like one of the best videos in a long time. That's going to be one of the best ones, so stay tuned for that, probably Monday or sometime. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days or whatever when I stream next. All right, later, boys. Thanks for watching again. Just playing some fucking games. It's a fun game, dude. Apex is fun as shit, even with all the trash cans.